Hey Doobs, how we doing? Welcome to the Doob Radical Gaming channel. Welcome to the Retrospect series, where this is my channel where I just reflect and take a look, and basically this is my review for video games. I haven't done one in a while, so I thought I would bring it back with Digimon Survive, a very much long anticipated title for me personally, not only as a collect 'em all, whatever you call it, fan, but also as a Digimon fan in general. It's hard being a Digimon fan in a Pokemon world, so I thought I'd finally take the time to sit back, reflect, and just kind of spew my thoughts about this title after we've been waiting for it for so long. Back in 2018 when this game was announced, we've gotten a couple games since then. We've had Cyber Sleuth series and Digimon World Next Order, which I both very much enjoyed, but I always feel like the series needed to evolve in some way, shape, or form, and we've actually seen that recently with another Mon series with Pokemon Legends Arceus, which maybe I'll get into a little bit later on. But while we just have some gameplay in the back, I'm just going to kind of give my thoughts and let me know what you think in the comments about this game in general, and I will give my actual numbered review at the end. But just to kind of get into it here, I think there's two ways to really review this title. I think and maybe much with any series in general, but you can kind of look at it as just a basic game standpoint, or you can look at it from a fan's point of view, which I think you can get very two different opinions about overall. And me being a very huge fan of Digimon, really anticipating this game, wanting to like it, putting a lot of time into it. Maybe you've been watching my live streams. I have been streaming this game a lot. Maybe you kind of already know how I feel about this game, but overall, let's just say I think this game has gotten kind of lukewarm to just surprising to somewhat mixed reviews overall in the grand scheme of things at launch. Anyway, we've been waiting for this game, like I said, since 2018. We haven't really heard, too much about it. We've gotten some good news droplets here and there, but I think fans and gamers alike, this game has kind of gone on the radar. Weren't really sure what we were actually getting. I think maybe the people that have been following this game kind of knew what we were getting. We kind of knew it was going to be the digital novel with a tactical RPG emphasis. I think people were just taken maybe a little bit aback by maybe the presentation or what we were really getting as a whole package here. So like I said, I think there's really two ways you can look at this game from a gameplay standpoint, and I think just me trying to be a little bit more critical and separating my love for the game, I'm just going to kind of say I think it's going to be really hard for people to get into this game if you're not a fan of Digimon straight off the bat. Of course, this game does include, the quick tutorial, but from gameplay standpoint, it's really hard to kind of judge what people are looking for when they buy a new game right off the bat that they know nothing about. Let's just say you grab this game off the shelf without being a Digimon fan. Maybe you kind of read and maybe you say, oh, it's a survival game. Maybe, there'll be some elements of survival there, or a group of kids. They'll kind of have that campy Goonies vibe, more or less, which it does. And, that being said, if you can appreciate and accept the graphic digital novel series, there's a lot to love here. There's actually some pretty good writing. The Japanese voice acting is great. A lot of it is actually dubbed. This is subbed if you're playing this, with the subtitles of English subtitles. And so there's going to be a lot of reading there, and that's kind of hard to get into right off the bat if you're going to be reading a lot. That's also not really for everybody. But that being said, if this game was dubbed in English, there'd be, I think, maybe a little bit more to appreciate from people here. But that being said, the character work is great, and you'll be going through a bunch of different, kind of survival scenarios in a playback format with tactical RPG like you're seeing here in the gameplay scattered throughout the game, and there is a lot more opportunities for free battles and more JRPG experiences where you get to just have fun with your gotta catch 'em all Digimon, which will be separated between more of a party and a collect 'em style. I guess Digimon Survive wasn't really sure what they were going for here. But that being said, the animations, the illustrations are super on point. I love all of the moves and all of the love in the artwork and just all the attention to detail that had to go into animating all these different Digimon from different angles and incorporating the story, not only in the digital graphic novel style, but also within the battles of themselves. I think there is actually a game here that I see that's pretty much everything I've wanted in a Digimon game, but then again, that's kind of more reserved for my fan thoughts. But from a gameplay standpoint, it's going to be hard unless I just played the Nanary games, and I'm not really a huge digital graphic novel fan. Just the interactiveness of it, I think it's going to take a lot for someone to get in this game. That being said, as a fan, I think there is a lot to love here. There's some cool twists in the story. Like I said, there's good writing, and you'll definitely be getting more out of it if you're a Digimon fan and have kind of followed the series throughout, especially getting a very large season 1 vibe with all these different characters almost kind of being counterfeits or discount versions of characters we've seen within the series themselves. And the Digivolution paths are very unique, and this game is definitely playing off of multiple playthroughs if you really want to get the story. Not quite on the status of Nier Automata, but you really do get more out of it if you invest more. And even if you want a trophy hunt, there is a lot of cool kind of hidden Digimon and stuff in the late game and the post game that can easily be missed if you don't want to take the time, which I'm not sure everyone will want to take the time. I think really only the hardcores, the fans that can appreciate the novel and the story changes on your second playthrough. There's kind of some interesting aspects of a different second playthrough, which really adds, a lot of replayability if you want to go there. So that being said, there's really two different ways to look at this. If you're not really a fan, I think this game is going to be really hard to get into, even harder than if you were to pick up a Pokemon right off the bat. Digimon has been doing a lot of different things, a lot of different types of gameplay styles of their games, and I actually really like that. I'm really excited to see where Bandai Namco Bamco Bambo Wambo take it next. I guess we will see where, with the developers and what's going on there. But overall, we've been waiting for this game for a very long time. Did it pay off? I don't know if it paid off for everyone, but for super hardcore fans like me, I love the illustrations enough where I think this game has a lot to offer if you take the time to digest the written material, the illustrations, the end game content. There's a lot of stuff here, and there's a lot of different accessibility options. I gotta say, they're really taking the time to make you play the game how you want to play it, and there's moral systems and different Digivolution paths from your choices, so there is a lot of replayability. There's just a lot to digest within those segments between the gameplay. So from a gameplay, I just gotta say, I'm gonna give this game a 7 out of 10 overall, just from the game standpoint. As a Digimon fan, I definitely give it more towards the 9 out of 10 range. Even from the base, if I went with the 0.5s, I'd maybe even give this game a 7.5 just because of the artwork. And there is some great tactical RPG here, albeit maybe a little bit easy. If you crank up the difficulty, it's all good there. But otherwise, thank you so much, Doobs. If you can, like, share, subscribe to the Doob Radical Gaming channel, help spread the gaming passion, and join my live streams. It's always a lot of fun hanging out with everyone and getting to meet new friends and new Digimon fans alike. And I guess it's going to be a while until the next Digimon game, but I'm always looking forward to it. Of course, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be getting them day one. There is a very polished game here otherwise. So thank you so much, Doob. Stay safe, and as always, we'll be right back.